Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Open sessions, Washington's latest round of must-see TV involving Attorney General Jeff Sessions. We've got a look at how the interrogation will play out. Plus, a search for answers after a father is gunned down just steps from his own home. And we're riding out the heat wave. As you can see, temperatures pretty high. The big question is there a relief in sight? That, of course, is topping our news at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Evrod Kasmi. We're talking about the heat, as we have been for the past few days now, as we take a live look at the steamy conditions in Romulus, Detroit, and Mount Clemens. It looks like downtown here in Detroit, we can see the fountain there at Campus Martius in full swing. So Brandon is joining us now with a look at just how hot things are getting for us this afternoon and if there's a relief in sight.
Well, the clouds are helping a little bit. The humidity is up. It is very steamy at times. There's also a cold front coming through, and we can see it here on our temperature map. 89 Grosse Ile, it's 87 Metro and Ann Arbor as you go up to Howell, 86, but Flint at 78, Lapeer at 80, slightly cooler air. The winds have shifted as well. The winds are coming from the northwest, 5 to 12 miles an hour, and even with that, the heat indices, or the temperatures and the humidity combined, feel like 90 once you get south of 8 Mile, and you'll have to deal with that over the next couple of hours. But this cold front is going to be coming through, and so there is some relief through the afternoon, very slow relief. Showers to our west and north are falling apart, but some super soakers late afternoon or more likely into the evening are certainly possible. Dropping from 87 now to about 84 degrees at 4 o'clock. Spotty shower chance through the afternoon, mainly in our south zone. And at the game tonight, again for tailgating, could be a little bit wet in spots, but I think most of the game will be on the drier side. If you are heading out, you need a look at the radar. If you want to know about temperatures and any changes coming your way, make sure you download the Local Forecasters app. It is absolutely free in your app store under WDIV. Evrod?
Alrighty, Brandon, thank you. Right now, we want to get you some breaking news just into the Local 4 newsroom from Detroit's west side. That's where a live power line fell right onto an Escalade, causing it to catch fire. This is right at Tireman and Braille near Rouge Park. The fire has since been put out, and fortunately no one was hurt, but definitely a scary situation for the driver of that vehicle. Now to a developing story from Detroit's east side, where a search for answers is underway after a father is gunned down just steps outside of his own home. This was the scene from earlier this morning. Our Nick Monticelli has been following this story for us since 4:30. Trying to put the pieces together, he caught up with family members.
Good afternoon. I think the biggest question that family members want answered is exactly what happens and why their loved one was shot and killed. That's the obvious question in all of this. The victim is 34-year-old Keon Cohen. He is part of a large family, an uncle, a brother, a nephew. Most importantly, though, he is a son and he is a father. He leaves behind his 2.5-year-old daughter. Her name is Riley. We can show you some video. The shooting happened at about 3 o'clock this morning at the intersection of Lake Point and Berkshire, which is pretty close to 94 and Outer Drive here on Detroit's east side. Detectives have no idea yet exactly what happened. They know that multiple shots were fired. In fact, the evidence markers out here indicate there were between 6 and 10 shots that were fired. Neighbors heard the exact same thing. Now, the victim's mother, Leka Grant, says that her son was a great person, loved spending time with his family, but above all, loved spending time with his daughter.
As a dad, he was a wonderful father. He spent a lot of time with his daughter. He took good care of her while the mom worked, and when you saw him, you saw her.
The shooting itself happened on the intersection of the corner right over there, and there's so many family members here because they all live right here. The victim was staying with his grandmother, whose home is there. His mother lives 2 doors down. They just bought another house on this block, so everyone is right here, which makes it all the worse because everyone was right here when it happened. On Detroit's east side, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Alrighty, Nick, thank you. We are also following a developing story out of Georgia this afternoon. That's where a manhunt is underway after 2 inmates killed 2 prison guards. Police say the guards were transporting the inmates this morning on a bus when one of them stole the officers' guns and killed them. The inmates then stole a car. Right now they're still on the run, though. We do expect to have updates for you throughout the day. And we're following breaking news right now on the release of a young American man held prisoner in North Korea. But that release comes with some very sad news that he is in a coma. Here's what we know. 22-year-old Otto Warmbier was arrested and imprisoned in 2016 for trying to steal a propaganda banner from his tourist hotel. His sentence was for 15 days. The State Department announcing today North Korea had released Warmbier and he was on his way home to be reunited with his family. Three other Americans are still being held in North Korea prisons. Now, that release just happens to coincide with the arrival of former Detroit Pistons star Dennis Rodman in North Korea. Rodman has visited North Korea several times and is friend of dictator Kim Jong-un, who is a big basketball fan. Rodman now saying that his visit has nothing to do with the Americans who have been arrested and imprisoned in North Korea. Attorney General Jeff Sessions is set to testify on Capitol Hill today about his Russian contacts during the presidential campaign. He's become a key figure in both the Russian investigation and the firing of FBI Director James Comey, and he'll be grilled about both. It comes as a friend of Donald Trump causes a stir, saying the president is considering firing the special counsel leading the Russia investigation. With the Russia inquiry heating up, this stunning assessment about the future of special counsel Robert Mueller from one of President Trump's close friends.
I think he's considering perhaps terminating the special counsel. I think he's weighing that option.
Those comments from conservative media executive Chris Ruddy to PBS shortly after Ruddy was spotted leaving the West Wing. Press Secretary Sean Spicer telling NBC News Mr. Ruddy never spoke to the president regarding this issue. Earlier on Monday, a similar statement from another Trump ally, Newt Gingrich.
What Republicans ought to focus on is closing down the independent counsel, because he's not independent.
Adam Schiff, the top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee, fired back on Twitter saying, quote, if President Trump fired Bob Mueller, Congress would immediately reestablish independent counsel and appoint Bob Mueller. Don't waste our time. All of it the backdrop as Attorney General Jeff Sessions gets ready for a grilling, testifying before his former Senate colleagues this afternoon, under oath and in public. The Attorney General expected to respond to fired FBI Director James Comey, who raised questions about Sessions' role in the Russia inquiry.
We also were aware of facts that I can't discuss in an open setting that would make his continued engagement in a Russia-related investigation problematic.
It'll be Sessions' first time in the hot seat since his confirmation hearing in January.
And I not have communications with the Russians.
Then he raised red flags by failing to initially discuss two meetings with the Russian ambassador. The committee now trying to nail down whether there was a third that Sessions' aides vigorously deny.
You know, I think the reason he's testifying is to set the record straight in his own mind. I'm sort of surprised he is.
President Trump for the first time convening his entire cabinet on Monday. There, an unusual display, the officials bathing their boss in praise.
The greatest privilege of my life is to serve as Vice President.
My hat's off to you.
We thank you for the opportunity and the blessing that you've given us to serve your agenda.
The Senate's top Democrat mocking the meeting in a video posted online.
Michelle, how'd my hair look coming out of the gym this morning?
You have great hair. Nobody has better hair than you.
Before we go any further, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity and blessing to serve your agenda.
Oh, well, there you saw that. We do want to let you know you can watch Sessions testify live right here on Local 4. Coverage starts at 2:30. General Motors today laying claim to leadership in mass production of autonomous vehicles at its Orion assembly plant in Oakland County. Company CEO Mary Barra announced today that GM is now capable of mass producing self-driving vehicles and is now adding 130 Chevrolet Bolt electric vehicles to its test fleet.
These vehicles will soon join the more than 50 first-generation self-driving Bolt EVs, which we have already deployed in test fleets in San Francisco, Scottsdale, and Southeast Michigan.
Now, leaders of GM's Cruise automation unit point out the autonomous Bolt EVs use cameras, radar, sensors, and computers to drive the car like a human would. Very innovative. All right, still to come here at noon. From trash to treasure, an important piece of history found stuffed in a garage. We'll tell you why the discovery is so important. Plus, a Russian man sentenced to time behind bars what prompted his incarceration that's raising red flags.
It feels a little like something out of an Alfred Hitchcock movie. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds of seagulls all over the place. The smell is horrible, many of them dead. We're in touch with the DNR to find out what's going on with all of these dead birds in downriver southwest Detroit. They say that they've already sent samples to a lab for inspection. We should have answers by 4 o'clock today on First at 4.
Hi. Day 2 of jury deliberations are underway in the sexual assault trial against Bill Cosby. Cosby, as you probably know, is accused of drugging and assaulting Andrea Constand 13 years ago in his home. Just yesterday, the defense rested after calling just one witness. The jury deliberated for 4 hours last night before telling the judge that they wanted to see a bit more evidence. Cosby, in this case, denies any wrongdoing and says that anything that happened with Constand was consensual. The Russian government has moved quickly and forcefully to put down claims that protests that claim that the government is corrupt. Riot police fought with protesters Monday in Moscow. Watch this. Thousands of protesters turned out to challenge President Vladimir Putin's government in Moscow and St. Petersburg, as well as other cities across Russia. Hundreds of protesters were arrested. The organizers of the protest, who is also a candidate for president, did not get a chance to take part. He was arrested, though, as he left home and quickly tried and convicted and jailed for his role. Meanwhile, Russian President Putin is the centerpiece of a new movie from controversial filmmaker Oliver Stone. The documentary film is the result of 2 years of access granted to Stone, who followed Putin across Russia and conducted more than a dozen interviews with him in hopes of learning what makes him tick. Stone makes it clear that his movie about Putin is not journalism. He calls it more of a conversation. Well, some people have boxes of old items in their garage. An Arizona man had an art masterpiece. The man was going to live at a retirement home, so a friend was helping him clean out his garage. Well, the friend saw this painting and called an expert who said the piece is by the artist Jackson Pollock. The untitled painting will now be auctioned off next week, but it could bring in, get this, $15 million. All just sitting there in his garage. Pretty remarkable. All right, still to come here at noon. After 4 decades, it is making a comeback. Coming up for Tasty Tuesday, we're taking you to a downtown Italian eatery that has reopened its doors with the same family recipes from decades ago, and they're good ones, Brandon.
We love to mangia, and yes, Northern Italian. What does that even mean? We'll tell you coming up. Also, showers to the north, showers to the south. We'll be tracking some storms where they could be heavy for the next several days. Coming up next. Good Tuesday afternoon, everybody. I'm local forecaster Brandon Roos, starting out with the Local 4 Storm Pins. Tom Holzer Ford, and a great shot here from Krusty up near the Blue Water Bridge. The sun setting calm there out over Lake Huron. Beautiful shot. Thanks for sending that in. We want to see how you're beating the summer heat, or if you're tracking some storms, the Local 4 Storm Pins is a free app under WDIV. 87 degrees, feels like 90 out there, and there is a marginal, very low risk for severe weather late afternoon or evening, and I believe that the area concentrated for this will be mainly our south zone along and south of I-94. Not saying that's the only area that has a chance for some of these stronger showers, and really the main threat is heavy downpours. 88 right now and probably cooling as a cold front is moving through, so we'll back down into the low middle 80s through your afternoon. Mostly cloudy and dry tonight, 67. There's a chance, again, for a few spotty showers around during tailgating hours of the Tigers game, but it looks for the most part, as they have a 2-game series starting tonight with the Diamondbacks, that it will be dry conditions. Just really need to see where these showers set up, and that's the same situation for the next several days. A little cool front is, again, working its way through, and as it settles up and sets up shop down near the Ohio border later, it's going to feed off of some of this moisture to the south, and that does does, again, bring that risk for those showers a little bit heavier. And you can see that here this afternoon. They're starting to creep closer and closer into our south zone. And then as we get into the evening hours, some super soakers. And if any of that is a little bit farther north, boy, we just need to be really careful because it can get you in trouble in a hurry. Tomorrow morning, a few showers around, but I think Wednesday night into Thursday will be our chance for the more significant, more widespread rain chances, but spotty or isolated rain and thunder showers over the next several days. Tomorrow will be a little bit cooler, and we again will be dry most of the day, but can't rule out a shower or two. Thursday, Friday, looking decent with a spotty shower. Father's Day weekend, no washouts, but models are saying spotty showers will be around, and our grass could use it. Tasty Tuesday, it's a comeback story. Their grandfather immigrated from Italy and ran La Lanterna from the 1950s through the 1970s. Almost 40 years later, the grandkids reopened the place with his high Italian cooking standards. Mangia. La Lanterna restaurant is back in Detroit's Capitol Park.
Authentic pizzeria, the Northern Italian kitchen.
The Barbieri's grandfather ran La Lanterna here in the 1950s, coming from a region in Italy with a saying.
The old saying is, all good things come from there. Balsamic vinegar, Parmesan cheese, prosciutto, tortellini.
This northern Italian spot is different because its central focus is beyond just olive oil and tomato sauces.
Northern Italy, there's a lot of butter and cream. It's very close to French cooking.
The apps to put them on the map? Sausage and peppers and calamari.
We are kind of famous for our calamari arrabbiata.
La Lanterna makes its pasta from scratch, from the ricotta, spinach, stuffed ravioli to
chicken cacciatore served over gnocchi, homemade gnocchi, and we also have authentic Italian pizza.
Pizze bianche, or white pizza, or pizze rosse, with tomato sauce, mozzarella, arugula, and prosciutto.
It's not a pizzeria that you're going to get pineapple and ham on a pizza. It's the real deal.
Staying true to family standards and a grandpa who once lit La Lanterna.
And we wanted to do this for my dad and my grandpa to bring it back.
A lot of emotion there, and deservedly so. La Lanterna is offering you 20% off of your entire bill today only. You have to go in and mention Tasty Tuesday. It's right here downtown Detroit, Capitol Park on Griswold, and they are open.
And speaking of food, Brandon, we're talking free Taco Bell. That's next.